When I was young, an elder of mine that I respect, he sat me down and he explained to me, he said, "Do me a favor. Put down that rap pen for a minute, playboy. I want you to dig deep and tell me a story that just may change my life." Hey party people, it's the homeboy I.H. Peppers. Now, ain't no big name poet, but I do write a little. Well, I write about love. I write about hate. I write about the good, the bad, and the ugly that'll smile in your face. You see, I write about game, so I can educate the lane. Cause ain't a damn thing you gain if the only thing you ever heard was fortune and fame. I write to entertain, love fucking with your brain. Like, I got books full of dope, come and take 2 or 3 shots to the vein. Yeah, oh you gon' love this ish. I ain't begging there none to buy shit. I'm thinking do yourself a favor, pick up a little flavor, cause your boy I'm on some way out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. I am your host, R.H. Peppers, and this evening I present to you, for your visual and listening pleasures, an adaptation of one of my collection of plays. And so, without further ado, I present to you Two to Tangle. Sure. What's taking you so damn long? You finally ready? Alright, let's do this. Come on, Bonnie, let's go to a party. Talk shit and drink some grandma, yeah, with some Cavassier. 2 lemons, 1 lime, and a cherry. Now the DJ playing my song. I don't dance, but I might sing along. Look at Bonnie, she working that thong. Hey, babe, y'all, my Bonnie baby so motherfucking fine to me. I can see her do her thing all night long. I see them other cats in the box, each one trying to knock my spot. They best watch Red Peppers get hot. Fuck around, had that ass get got. Damn, this place is packed. Hey, should ain't them your girls over there? Yeah, tell them to come on by. See if they want to party too. What the problem is? Nah, baby girl, you ain't gotta stop moving just because the DJ between sets. I'm just saying, shit. We around here at True Grit. Yeah, we don't need no music to do what we do. Is that right? So you like to dance? Okay, well we can handle something like this. Here, do this with me. Come on, bounce with your boy Reed. You give a fuck about who you with. Hit, shake a leg. And while you shaking, I'ma turn this fucking party out. TP your friends, tell them Red's about to run his mouth. So here we go.
This is a True Grit fiction production, Volume 1 of the series Two to Tangle, from the journals of Sampson Peppers Jr., Chapter 1, Seattle, Washington, 1996.
Tina, Sampson Peppers Jr. shouted from inside the driver's side window of his flaming red 1978 Thunderbird Classic. He purchased the eye-catching vehicle before returning home from Chicago at his father's request. It was a steal for the price. Dark tint on all the windows except the windshield, 4 shiny wire-spoke rims, and 2 chrome twin-exhaust tailpipes. Mint condition. Wearing 5-inch pumps and dressed in an overly inviting, tight-fitting outfit, Tina Green paused in the middle of her conversation to look across the narrow street to see who had called her name. The bright smile she held while chatting with her friends suddenly changed to tight-lipped and tense. Her friends noticed the strange behavior and asked her what was up. She just stared across the street, shocked to see Peppers. She felt his eyes probing her shrink-to-fit get-up as she reluctantly began to walk across the empty street. She is a beautiful young girl. Any red-blooded man would stare. But Junior was more of an older brother figure, and her outfit missed covering most of her young, still maturing body. The cut-off jeans she wore completely exposed the top of her thighs. Such a get-up would make Daisy Duke appear overdressed for the party. She managed to produce an uneasy smile from the left corner of her painted lips. By the time she approached the car, her posture had loosened some. Tina noticed Pace Jeffries sitting in the passenger seat, quietly rolling up a marijuana stick as she rested her forearms on the edge of Junior's windowsill. "Hi, Pace." She forced another upward curl from her lips. "What's up, Tina?" Pace replied and began to moisten the tip of the thin wrapper with his tongue, then twisted tight. "What you all smiling about?" Peppers barked. Tina bent her knees, abandoning her straight leg backside high in the air working girl pose, and became eye level with the visibly displeased young man. "Because I ain't seen you in so long, Lil Pep." Her half-joking tone did not look appreciated. Sampson considers Tina his little sister and has been around her family since before she was born. She looks deceptively older than her 16 years of age. Her long legs and pretty face make men not think about the numbers. He knows she's clever enough, but working on the streets can be harsh on anyone, especially someone so young and inexperienced. "What are you doing over there with Rhonda and them hoes?" "Oh, Cheeks, she's just looking out for me, you know," Tina said, and glared at Peppers with a naive look in her eyes. The same dumbfounded gaze a schoolgirl gets when caught cheating on a test. It was her best attempt at trying to save face in front of her friends. They could clearly see what was going on, but could not hear in on their conversation. The frown between Pepper's brows gave as clear a message as the spark of words that rushed from his lips. "I don't know shit, TT. I know I leave town after one of the worst days of my life, then come back home to see my little sister hanging out here with the biggest she-pimp in town." The flood of words pushed Tina back on her heels. "Cheeks ain't no pimp," the young girl replied. "I know a pimp when I know a pimp, Tina," he exclaimed. Even at her young age, she can understand that she's out here on the streets, and he's going to be concerned. She paused in search of an explanation or an escape from this awkward situation. "Well, ever since Donnie died and you left town, Moms can't afford to take care of me and handle all the bills, so Cheeks is helping me do what I can to help." She hoped by mentioning her brother's name, it might calm Pepper's nerves and soften the reality of her foul choice. "Yeah, well," he spoke, then hesitated in thought, then lightly exhaled. "I'm back in town now," he said softly, then looked in Tina's eyes. In a much calmer, but no less commanding tone, he explained to her, "Before your brother starts turning over in his grave, you're going to get your ass off this block. And later, I'm going to come by and pay you and Moms a visit. We'll have to find you another way to help out with the bills. And one more thing. Before you leave, tell your new friends that you won't be coming around anymore." Tina's face twisted and eyes turned to little slits. She thought to herself how embarrassing it would be to follow through with his demand. To argue with him would only cause a big scene, and she would be on the losing end of it. Seeing her expression, he spoke a little further. I'll find you something to do, sis, if I gotta pay you myself. Rhonda knows you my family, so there shouldn't be a problem. And if there is, we can handle that. He paused and briefly looked up and down the street. I'm going to respect that you can handle this situation before you enroll, Cheeks. Peppers purposely, mentioning Tina's friend's tag name with a touch of sarcasm, continued. I'd roll you up out of here myself, but I got some things to do and some people to see. So handle that what it is I told you to handle, and I'll see you in Mom's later.
This is a True Grit fiction production, Volume 1 of the series Two to Tangle, from the journals of Sampson Peppers Jr.,